Hello, it's Lisa again, here to tell you about the curriculum for this Sunday. Last week we had a lot going on. You had a bucket full of curriculum. We had a lot of story to tell. We had a lot of kids last week. But last week's story is just the beginning. And this week is going to build on last week. Next week's going to build on this week. But this week your curriculum bucket is basically empty. You have your lesson plan and some furniture cards, because what we're going to do this week is going to be using a lot of our imagination and a lot of the things that are already in your class. So the first activity this week, our story is about, last week we learned about Jesus. He had a Last Supper, he died on the cross, he rose from the dead. So Jesus is here now, talking to his friends, talking to his disciples, and he's telling them about how he's going to leave again, and he's going to go to heaven, and he's going to build a house for us. And then one day he's going to come back for us. So that's the story that we're learning this week, is about Jesus building a house for us. So everything today is going to be revolved around homes and furniture and all that kind of stuff. So the first activity this week, everybody should have some of these furniture cards. So you're just going to hide them around your room. This game is called Find It. Hide them around your room and have the kids go find the different cards, and then talk about what they are and where would you find these things. You'd find all these things in a house. And today our story is about a very special house that Jesus is building for us. So should be a short activity, but it should be fun. And then it builds. You'll use these again for the next activity, which is called A Special Place, which uses the house that should be taped on your floor. So now we're going to talk about houses and what goes in a house, and how there's different rooms in houses, and get them to tell you about their houses. How many rooms do they have? Do they have to share a room with their brother or sister? And talk about how Jesus is building us our very own home in heaven, and let them use the different squares in the house as their own room. And you know, who wants a lamp in their room? Who wants a clock in their room? Who wants a table in their room? Let them use the different cards to kind of furnish their house, and talk about how, you know, that's what Jesus is doing right now. He went to heaven, but he's coming back and he's building us a home. And the third activity is called Our Place, and you can do this one while you watch your video. And if you have snack during video time, this will work for that too. Just most of you have pillows and rugs and blankets and stuffed animals and all that already in your class. So just tell them to go get something that looks comfy and fun, and have them just go pile up, and wherever you usually sit and watch your video, let them go sit there with their stuffed animal, with their pillow, whatever they've got. Get all comfy, and tell them now we're going to hear a story about Jesus and what he's doing for us right now. And then they can have snack and do all that while they're doing that. And then the last activity is the transition activity, and you can do this while you're going from place to place, and it's just called Celebrate, because we are so excited that Jesus is doing this for us, that he wants us to come live with us, and he's so excited that we are going to spend forever with him. So he's building us this beautiful house. So while you're walking to the playground or walking to art, just have them dance and wiggle and celebrate and wave their hands, and just talk to them about how exciting it really is that Jesus loves us so much, that he died on the cross for us, he rose from the grave for us, and now he's gone to heaven to build us a house, because he wants to be with us forever and ever. And the last thing is the craft, and it's super simple this week, because we're still talking about how Jesus wants to be our friend forever. And so we have a picture with Jesus, and this is going to be them, and there's crayons and markers, and they just have to draw a picture of themselves, and talk about that, you know, that we're Jesus' friend, and when we live in that house he's making for us, we'll be with him forever. So talk to them about what do they look like, what are they wearing, and try to get them to draw a picture for themselves. And that's it for this week. Next week's the 5th Sunday, so this lesson is going to continue a little bit into next week. But that's it for this week. See you Sunday.